to Aspires Wausau Hospital. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 3C is parcel 3 being part of Outlot 2 of certified survey map 9058 and containing 14,854 square feet. Again, this would be a sale to Aspires Wausau Hospitals.
This one's a little more unusual. Basically what happened is back when Aspires Clinic was originally building, there was set aside a portion of property for future road construction of Peach Street, which is where the water main actually is located. But for whatever reason, it was never actually dedicated as public right of way. So initially there was some consideration that we would look at vacating this property, but it's not dedicated, so we can't vacate it. So that actually means the city owns it outright, so we have the ability to sell it as well. So basically, for the purposes of this would be the portion of the future Peach Street right of way that would be west of the existing entranceway. So no part of the existing developed entranceway would be affected by the sale. So all that is improved, paved curb, that would all remain there. This would just be the property west of there, to 20th Street south on the west.
20th Street.
Do you have the
I know is-
CSM
Yeah.
exhibit? That's probably the easiest. It would basically be from here to here on this. So in the developed area, Peach Street would remain. We would obviously keep enough right away for 20th Street South and just this intermediate portion.
Okay.
And again, the intent is because they now own the properties here and the property here, so that they can combine them into one larger property.
Sure.
The city would maintain an easement for that water main.
Okay.
So,
I lived over there, so
so again, it's supporting the concerns of the neighborhood who were concerned with Peach Street punching through this way. Actually, the city wouldn't own the property, so
Okay.
the street obviously would not go through.
Correct. They'll have their entrance off of 54, but
Correct.
only into their facility.
Exactly.
And that would be all.
That's good.
Mr. Patrick?
One question here. This is regarding, you said Peach Street is what it actually would have been?
Yes.
Okay, so, because it was on Public Works tonight, we've got vacation at 21st Place. I just wanted to know if that was gonna, if this here was gonna impact that
That's-
agenda item.
Yeah, no, that's actually a separate
Told
item.
us, okay, very good, thanks.
Yeah, and that one's been amended because I don't want to get too far afield. I guess I can explain some additional stuff after you take action on this, just to give you a heads up of what may come forward in the future as well.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the sale of parcel 3 as presented here.
A motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second?
A motion made and seconded to approve the sale of property of the city of Aspires to the Aspires Wausau Hospital, and that is parcel 3, being part of Outlot 2 of certified survey map number 9058, and containing 14,854 square feet. Any further discussion? Yes, Mr. Murphy.
As far as any future construction over top of that water main,
There would be two options. One would be either A, it would have to be relocated, or B, it would have to be encapsulated basically to allow access to it in case there were any issues. Originally, when Aspires was looking at the expansion that would have gone over that water main, the proposal was to relocate it, and that would probably be the most likely scenario. It would probably be relocated along 20th Street. So instead of cutting through the property, it'll go down 20th Street down to Chestnut.
so do we have any control over construction on that property above the water main? Should we choose not to move it?
It would be a non-buildable easement. So we're keeping basically a 30-foot wide easement over the property. So the language for a typical easement is that no structures, you can put a fence over it because you can tear out that. You can put sidewalks, you can put paving, but any structure would not be allowed unless, again, it was relocated and that easement vacated.
And they would pay for all the charges to have it moved.
Right,
If they want to
that
build
was
on
the
top of it.
contemplation originally. That would obviously have to be negotiated and approved by the city council at that time, at that action. We can't we're not tying them to that at this time because we have the protection of the easement, so they
Sure.
can't do it, so they would have to
They would come back to
negotiate
the
with us.
committee and request that it be moved, and they would take care of it.
Correct. Yep.
Any other questions? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then if I can just add one, I did want to clarify that it was at the cost recommended by assessment office for those 3 motions, is that correct? For that one, the 4160, okay.
Bring your proposal in.
Okay. And then just the other thing, just as kind of a heads up, there's the 21st Place property, which, again, it's a small map. So you just recommended approval on these 2 small parcels. There's this parcel here, which will actually probably come back to the finance in the near future. Again, it's a situation where it was originally intended for road, we thought it was dedicated, it was not. But that just recently became discovered, so that request will come before you.
Well, that's not tonight, but
Correct.
forward.
Yeah, we'll come back.
And then your question on the vacation, that it's been changed from this entire section to basically just a
Which is
portion
that
of
little
Oak
strip
Street.
right there? Oh, so in our agenda, it should actually read as a portion of Oak Street,
Yeah,
not as 21st.
and it's been amended, yeah.
Okay, very good.
So just as a,
What's this here?
that's basically referencing this, yep.
What's on ours?
Yeah, so what the agenda has been changed to is just the
Just
vacation
that,
of this
okay.
small portion. Hopefully I didn't confuse things more by that, but just so when something else comes back on an additional parcel, now you know why. We've, apparently back in the day, they didn't feel like dedicating property when it was for roads, they just assumed it was.
Okay, now I believe item 4 is actually off of the schedule. I had a note from Shane, and we spoke that was not ready to be brought forward. And when he or Tammy made this up, they missed that part. So item 4, we're not gonna make any action on it, do any action on it today. That is to come forward in the future. I just picked this up myself this evening when I got here. So, beverage operator license applications, we had a few new and renewal. There was no questions about any of them, no concerns brought to us by the police department. Would there be a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the beverage operator license applications.
Okay, motion made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve these beverage operator license applications as presented. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 5, would be number 5 is audit of the bills. Each have a copy. Tom, Greg, Todd? Want to see a copy?
Look at it.
I've got them here too.
You got them too?
Was Tim coming down?
No, you were gonna do it. motion to approve the audit of the bills?
Make a motion to approve the audit of the bills.
Motion made, second to approve the audit of the bills. Are there any questions or other comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
second? Second. Motion made, second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned.